Okay, hello and welcome back. We're back for, I don't know, episode 4 of our track guides. I'm joined once again by the enigmatic Darren. How are you,
Enigmatic,
Darren?
that's a cool word.
It
Yeah,
is,
I'm
isn't
good,
it?
Adam. I'm good.
Um,
Like an enigmatic. I can hardly
enig-
fucking say it, but
enigmatic. Um, we're going to look today at Snetterton in the Alpine. It's the next race we're doing in the Alpine GT4 UK Tour Championship. It's going pretty well so far. Some good racing.
it is good racing. Very
Yeah,
tight,
it is. Yeah.
especially like with qualifying.
Yeah,
Times are
yeah. So we're
close.
we're for those that don't know, we're running this as a sprint series, and when we do that, we do two 20-minute races, and the podium finishers from the first race don't get to qualify for the second race, so they start from the back, which means it's very exciting with fast cars and slower cars, and yeah, different race winners and stuff. It's good.
Really got to be on your game as you're coming through from the back.
Yeah,
Can't just
yeah.
charge on ahead.
No, these when the cars are so evenly matched and that yeah, it's really good. Makes for some good racing.
Yeah.
This is Snetterton on ACC. It's the longest layout, the 300 they call it, just under 3 miles. It's another one of those classic post-war ex-airfield British circuits out in Norfolk. What do you reckon to it, Darren?
Uh, Definitely another one of my favourites here.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know why. I don't know why. I hear so many people saying they hate it. No,
Mm.
you don't like it, Adam, do you?
No, I don't.
That's the reason you're not going to be racing this Tuesday, isn't it?
No, I've got a
Um,
work thing, but yeah. Um,
um, but no, I really like it. It's fast. There's some quite challenging corners. Um, there's some camber and some insides of some corners you've got to kind of find and hunt out. A couple of corners you've got to be idling, I believe they call it,
okay, yeah.
idling the car.
Mm.
Which I'll kind of show and describe a bit as best
Yeah,
as I can.
we'll try and go into
Um,
a couple of little techniques that work particularly well around here.
mm.
Setup wise, what we're saying?
So again, I've gone for my general roadcaster, right bit of camber, some 4.3 in the camber,
Mm.
12 in the caster. Um, Tool wise, so this is an interesting one for here. So I've been noticing for the first few laps, the front right is really blue.
Mm.
So I'm kind of playing around with it as it is just like actual toe settings and camber. I've knocked a bit of the camber off of the right hand side to try and get a flatter tyre patch
Yeah,
to kind of spread for all heat throughout the tyre rather than just on the inside edges.
yeah,
Because it means when you start to turn left, it just understeers.
yeah. It's definitely a tricky one for even tyres on this.
Yeah.
But
Um.
those outside tyres really take a battering.
Oh yeah. Um. Setup wise, so mechanical grip, I've gone for more on the bump stop rate,
Mm.
just kind of aid turning and such. Kind of loads up a bit quicker, and you can get a little bit sharper steering. I've also increased the wheel rate as well, just because I was out earlier on and I found the front end of the car was like trying to drive Boaty McBoatface.
Yeah,
It just didn't turn. Um, then I've also upped the preload diff.
yeah,
Um, just a little bit, so I'm up at 50 just now, but I might even raise it to 60 because I was finding coming out of a lot of corners, I was getting a lot of oversteer.
yeah,
Um, which it was handy coming into the corner. Since I've raised it up, it's a little bit sluggish turning into corners.
yeah.
The way out, once you hammer down on the way out, you lose a lot of that oversteer on the way out of the corners.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
There's a
Damper's pretty much set.
couple of
Yep.
corners here that are like again quite critical for the exit with the going onto the coming out of Murray's the last corner and going onto the Bentley straight and halfway around the lap as well.
Yeah, there are some speedy areas. Dampers wise, I pretty much ran just the aggressive preset, and it's fine. And then aero, I've raised the back of the car up level with the front, so they're both at 95 mil.
Okay.
I find with it a bit lower, I was getting a lot of understeer again.
Yeah.
And so that, along with the diff changes, I've kind of got rid of my understeer, and then I've just added all the wang, because
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah. Just big old spoiler always looks good on a car.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's how I've got it set up.
Okay. That sounds delightful. If you want to take us out, we'll let's go and look at some laps and look at this track. Noticed another new sponsor this week. I don't know if you're falling out with them every week or what's going on. But you've moved over to France now for their version of Autoglass.
Yeah, so my name is Le Gavin.
Okay. Bonjour.
I'm sure one of the drivers of this livery looks a bit like Gavin from Autoglass.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is going to be a tricky one, especially for qualifying, coming out here with cold tyres and trying to send it.
Yeah. You almost need 2 or 3 preparation laps to sort of get them tyres switched.
Yeah. Especially that front right that I was going on about. It suffers, like, by the time you've got to lap 2, everything's green except that front right is still blue.
Yeah.
So I need to try and play about with that a bit and see if I can move it.
Yeah.
These are these interesting corners now. About getting braking for these is quite important, I think.
Yeah. This is,
and also getting a feel for where the brakes are without the barriers there.
Okay.
A lot of these little plastic boards not going to be there after lap 1.
Yeah, they tend to get bored of the racing, don't they? And they go off for a cup of tea. Pretty sure that's what happens.
Well, them along with the bales as well.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of rolling around the track a bit drunk.
Yeah.
This is going to be a very tricky corner. I already foresee some incidents here.
Yeah, that's a big old sausage.
It's a big old sausage, and on the way in, it's quite a heavy braking area.
Yeah.
You're braking quite late into the turn, trying to hold it. There's a little bit of like a camber change in there as well. The back end of the car wants to come around. Here's the same. It's holding it, and then you brake, or stepping out.
Yeah. Right. Another big sausage on the inside of that last corner there, Murray's.
Just what you want, a sausage in the corner.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm using this third board, in between the second and third board, to brake. Taking early and like letting the car settle.
Yeah.
And getting straight back on the power, using all the curb.
Yeah.
Second board. It goes wide. Nothing's warm enough yet. Up here's weird, just the top of that rise.
Yeah. Really shows how tricky these British circuits are without the tyres up to temperature. Your braking distances really do swap about.
Even there, I thought I was braking quite late there. Turns out I broke really early. This is a fun one. You've really got to use this inside curb.
Yeah.
And getting the throttle on the way out. Use the throttle to tighten the turn up. You really need to hold speed around this one.
Yeah.
Get in the power early, but don't let it step out.
Holding on to second, up to third. We head out
onto
the Bentley straight.
I like to roll round this corner. Like, don't brake, don't accelerate, just lift. Roll round, be nice and balanced, and then when you see that bail,
you
can get on the throttle and you don't drift too wide. Here, this is the pedalling.
This is the tricky one. This is a brake and throttle sort of being used at the same time, just to keep the car planted. You don't want one end swapping ends with the other.
Exactly. I'll do it again here, probably quite a while. Right here. Brake to tighten the corner up, but use the throttle to stop the front end digging in.
Yeah.
So you're kind of balancing. You've got to use the two at the same time. slows down the kind of change between the weightings of the car.
Yeah.
Could just go brake throttle, but it would be going about like a bucking bronco.
Yeah. It's really keeping it smooth and keeping it balanced.
Yeah. All that green.
Yeah. As with all the British circuits, we're fairly sure that they oil the grass on the outside, so it's really important
avoid
not to push out wide.
That's another one I like to like roll through.
Okay.
The power early and smooth. I feel like if you're on the brakes too late there, it really unsettles the car.
Yeah.
And then it pushes you wide onto the grass. Up to first halfway round there, just to aid with a bit of rotation.
Yeah.
Again here, just touch the brakes, drop down the gear, turn in, apex, go. Use them barriers there. Brake early, turn in, easy on the throttle, out. Left. Turn in, go.
A little tickle on the curb on the outside.
Yeah. As you can see, you maybe can't see, my front right's still blue.
Okay. Again, this is this technique we were talking about, really balancing the brake and the throttle, just to keep it neat and tidy. Little dab of oppo there, very nice. Through the bomb hole. Very easy to lose it through there. Yeah.
Yeah, the back end really wants to step out. You can push it too far around. Making early for this corner, really opening up the exit.
Yeah.
Definitely want more of a drive here rather than coming in. Maybe if it was a last lap, you'd send it in general, where you want to open that corner right out.
Yeah.
And there's some laps of Snettertons.
I think you should push on now, see how fast you can go.
Don't want to give away too much.
Okay.
I'm still learning exactly where I'm going here.
Okay.
So it's a bit different in this car compared to the GT3s.
Yeah. You've only done a few thousand laps around here, so yeah, it does take a while.
GT3.
Okay. Yeah, that was a little guide to Snetterton. We're racing there Tuesday. If you want to get involved, just head over to the Facebook page, the Grid Racing Club. Get signed up and get involved. Very nice driving.
Quite a big grid already.
Yeah. 20 plus, I think, last couple of races. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice to see it up there in the 26s, 27s.
Yeah, we've got space.
G4s everywhere.
We've got space for 30 on the server, so yeah, it'd be nice if we got up there. But yeah.
Sign up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks. Great driving as usual, Darren.
Thank you.
Until next time. Thanks very much.
See you next week.
See you later.